Now, what are the exact tariff gains for India? You've got a whole sheaf of documents. I would love you to run through them sector by sector, because there were so many red lines that we had. So the suspicion is that we must have compromised, because we were locked in a deadlock for months altogether over agri, dairy, and textiles, and some of our more labor-intensive sectors.
Let me tell you that really we are not that much apart in terms of our ability to conclude a good deal, because they are a $90,000 per capita income economy. Our per capita income is $3,000. So we are not competitors. We complement each other. And we've taken the spirit between the US and India of respecting each other's sensitivities. Both the leaders guided the teams, and thanks to that, there are areas that are sensitive for India, with the US respected. There are areas which are sensitive for the US, which India respected. And therefore, it was in that spirit of fairness that we were able to come up with this very balanced and equitable free trade agreement or bilateral trade agreement. For example, considering that their farmers are much larger, much more prosperous, and India is already self-sufficient in a number of products where we don't need to import. They were quite understanding, because they realized we will not be able to import these products. India is itself producing in surplus volumes rice, wheat, sugar, soya meal, corn, all these GM products, all our dairy products, poultry products, millets like jawar, bajra, ragi, kodo, amaranth. Then there are certain fruits like banana, strawberry, cherries. There are certain products like green peas, kabuli chana, moong dal. We are already self-sufficient in that. Oil seeds, and there's a whole lot of less ground nuts, honey, malt and its extracts, non-alcoholic beverages, ethanol for fuel, tobacco. These are areas where we are already self-sufficient, so it makes no sense for us to be opening up the market, and they're sensitive for the farmers. Our farmers have small landholdings, and therefore will need that protection that is currently available to them. We've protected them fully. On other products also, there's been a very calibrated opening, many cases with some phasing out over a period of time, or tariff rate quotas where we've given certain quotas based on our demand and the fact that we may already be importing those products. There are many products we've been importing since the Congress time, since 2000. For example, soybean oil. We have been importing for years and years, decades. There are many lentils that we have been, and pulses which we have been importing. So there are products which we continue to import, where we've given a small quota or a quota which takes care of the current imports, which gives them an elbow room to be able to serve the Indian market better, and which is good for Indian consumers.
Yet, one of their officials, the US Trade Secretary, if I'm not mistaken, she's come out and said that there are big gains for US agri, and yet, you're saying that there are no concessions on core farm products. So, what is she talking about?
There are many other products where we have given calibrated concession. I just spoke about a few like soybean oil, which we are importing. And similarly, there are other products which we need in India, which we continue to import. After all, we are importing nearly $30 billion of farm-related products. We are also exporting $55 billion of farm-related products. So it will be a win-win for us that products that we need, we may be able to get a better deal when there's more competition. And the products that we want to export, we've opened up large markets in the US to help us export those products in the US at lower reciprocal tariffs, which are now reduced to 18%. And in many cases, even at zero tariff.
Zero.
So in agriculture, for example, all our masalas, our spices, or tea and coffee and their extracts, or copra, that's coconut oil, vegetable wax, certain nuts like areca nut, Brazil nut, cashew nuts, chestnuts, or some fruits and vegetables like avocado, bananas, We make a lot of bananas and export a lot of bananas. Guavas, mangoes, we export a lot of mangoes. Kiwi, papaya in big measure. Pineapple is a new product we've started exporting. Shiitake mushrooms, the hill states. So, lot of products and the list goes on, where we've even got zero duty
Some of the
access.
first ones that you mentioned would make agriculturalists in the South very happy, where we're going to have elections,
Well,
of course.
So glad that and we want to provide opportunities for our farmers. I personally see our exports in farm and fish-related products doubling in the next 5 years. At the same time, there are many products which we need in India. And I think if we can import them at better prices, high-quality products, we should welcome that.